Hey everyone, welcome to Pickleball and Beyond. My name's Ryan.
My name is Vino.
And today we were looking at the Fireshot Carbon 16 by One Shot Pickleball. So Vino, let's hear your thoughts on this paddle.
I mean, I have been wanting to get my hands on some one-shot paddles because they have been in the business for quite some time and they've been innovative. I remember I got my hands on a kid's paddle, a dinosaur for my little guy.
Yeah.
And I was so impressed with that paddle.
Yeah.
I mean, remember we were hitting with this small little paddle and it was really nice. So very excited for this paddle. This specific paddle is an edgeless. If you look at it, it almost looks like an edged.
It's just the way it's painted on.
And there is this protection around, this plastic protection, which makes it feel like an edged paddle. Get what I mean? It plays like that, and we'll get more into the detail. Solid paddle. The grip is a little bit more on the smaller side.
Yes.
But still like really nice plush grip. It's soft, so really like that. Simple design, but it really stands out. Get what I mean? This black and white, it really stands out.
And it comes in at a lower weight as well too.
Yes, so this one specifically is 7.7.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I mean, for that weight, like someone looking for a lower weighted paddle, definitely interesting.
Hey everyone, thanks for checking out another one of our videos. It would really help if you subscribe to the channel. We love bringing you these paddle reviews. And the more subscribers, comments, likes we can get on these videos, the more content we can keep bringing to you guys. And make sure to stay around to the end of the video to hear about a giveaway.
So let's go. How do we categorize this?
So I would throw this paddle, it was really tough. It almost made it into the power category, but not quite.
Yeah.
So it's still, we're gonna call it an all-around paddle, but certainly leaning towards the power end.
Yes, yes. So let's go with control and then make our way to where we really found it shines. How did you find the control?
So this is why I couldn't quite throw it into a power paddle, is it retained more control than I expected.
Yes.
Right? I mean, again, it definitely can get beat out by a number of paddles, but I think it had a pretty forgiving sweet spot on it. And it absorbed the ball pretty well. But what was interesting is I noticed on really fast shots, it felt like it had a lot of dwell. But when I was at the kitchen, the ball was just kind of flying off.
Yes.
It didn't have a long dwell on really soft balls, which was super interesting.
Yes,
you don't see that often.
Yes, and it is an edgeless paddle that didn't feel like an edge. Like even when you went, if you went closer to the neck, you felt it die. But as you kept on going to the edges, your Warrior V2, when you went to the edges, you just lost everything. Get what I mean? You have to hit the center. We did the KC1 standout. It was a really awesome edgeless paddle. It still had like the parameter guard well balanced, but as you went to the edges, you didn't have that same feel. You had this here. Get what I mean? And I did enjoy that about this, and the control. It was a little bit more forgiving for me. I mean, if you look at like the numbers,
these are very impressive numbers.
112 swing weight. So very maneuverable, and we touch about that later. And 6.5, which is like, you see that more in edged paddles, get what I mean? Not on edgeless paddles. So let's go on your resets, like still control, but out. How did you find that? Yeah,
that's again, so when the ball's coming in hard, it tied right into that, right? I found resets were, it was, pretty easy. Well, not easy. It's always hard to hit a reset, but in terms of compared to other paddles, it definitely did a really good job. Honestly, I think what helped is hinting again at that maneuverability. When the ball is flying at you, is having it be super maneuverable to find the center of the paddle.
Yes.
That really helps. And again, on those faster balls, it did have a nice dwell to it. And again, I felt it had a pretty good level of control to it.
Your drives, your power. Let's move to your power.
Yeah, so starting with the drives and overheads,
that's
where it was pretty good, right?
Yes.
Definitely not like a crazy like top tier amount of power, but there was a lot. And again, that's why we couldn't quite throw this into the power, but where it did have a lot on the flip side was the pop.
Oh my goodness, it had a ton of pop.
So it was interesting at the kitchen, right? I said my dinks, it felt like it didn't sit on there. It came right off. And then if you were to do like a speed up on this, oh my gosh, it really flew off. Again, not like the gearbox that came out. It's not like that, but it came off really hot still. Lots of pop to this guy.
No, I totally agree. Spin.
So the spin, as I can see by your face, we were hoping for a little more on this guy. There's carbon fiber's been around for a while, and we were hoping to get a little more out of it. It's not, I mean, it still generated some spin, obviously, right? It's still a very nice high-end paddle, but it gets outshined by a very large number of paddles in the spin.
It's not the spinniest paddle. So if you are a person that wants like this really spinny paddle, this might not be to look at. But say you are coming from like a racket ball, you want a very like low swing weight, you want to maneuver it really fast, you're hard hitting, you want something edgeless, you definitely should.
Yeah, I was gonna say for myself, going into like who this is for. I think it's for someone again that's at the kitchen. And they like to hit speed ups and get in a hands battle, right? Because you'll surprise them with, it's again super maneuverable. You can get a really nice flick with a lot of power. And if they hit that ball back at you, you're gonna have really quick hands for the ones to follow. I think that's where this shined. Again, the drives, it can get beat by some paddles. Control, it did a pretty good job, but again, still can get beat by paddles. But where this was at the top tier for me, was right in that hands battle department. That's where this was awesome.
We enjoyed playing with this. We enjoyed it so much. And since you guys have been subscribing and helping us grow this channel, we wanted to make sure we give a giveaway. So let's talk about a giveaway for this paddle. I have been very excited about this paddle, and they're coming up with a couple more, the 14 and the 12. I definitely won't try the 14, but we want to give someone a paddle and see how they enjoy it. So when are we doing this?
So we're going to have the giveaway ending on June 21st. So before that date, you'll have to make sure you're subscribed to the channel, drop a like on this video, and leave a really fun comment as to why you should get this paddle or about anything that'll give us a good laugh. We really enjoyed testing this paddle out. The current MSRP is $200. And again, for me, I think this paddle is an awesome choice for people that love to get into hands battles. And this is the 16 millimeter. I think the 14 and 12 would do an even better in that department.
I can't wait to get my hands on those.
Really excited to see how that plays.
So again, if you want to try out this paddle, please reach out to us. We love helping people find paddles. Paddles are like, something's going to work for you. So this is definitely something very different. So hopefully, it works for someone. Subscribe, comment, like. We love, growing this channel and helping bring more content that you find valuable. Hopefully we'll see you in another paddle review.